The passage that I had was Slavery in Massachusetts. This passage is about how he thought he was going to a meeting about the issue of slavery in Massachusetts, but the meeting was really about the destiny of Nebraska. He was greatly disappointed in the citizens of Concord because he thought that the issues of slavery were much more important than land thousands of miles away. He also noticed that not one speaker of the meeting even referred to the issues that they had heard of that was occurring in other places. He then goes on to tell you about how the government is being very unjust to the African American people and people who are trying to help them. This passage ties back to Transcendentalism because he has a very spiritual way of looking at the issue of slavery. He believes that it is wrong and should be dealt with immediately and should be abolished. One example is when he expresses anger toward the soldiers. The soldiers are looking to capture a man and bring him back to another man. The man that they are trying to capture is claimed as property to the other man. He believes that the soldiers have just been trained to kidnap people instead of protect them and their civil rights. He knows that slavery is wrong and wants others to realize this and rise above to help the African Americans when they need it. This ties back to Romanticism because he says, in a quote, "But it chanced the other day that I had scented a white water lily, and a season I had waited for had arrived. It is the emblem of purity, it burst up so pure and fair to the eye, and so sweet to the scent, as if to show us what purity and sweetness reside in, and can be extracted from, the slime and muck of earth. I think I have plucked the first one that has opened for a mile. What confirmation of our hope is in the fragrance of this flower." This quote pretty much says that he believes that even though we, in this time period, are doing things that aren't right and aren't pure, the seeing of this flower represents how maybe America has hope for coming back to a pure and innocent place where freedom is free and there's no slavery. This passage represents a lot in the way that people thought of slavery and how some were okay with it and others were very much against it.